Well, this is Paul again, and just wanted to show my latest anamorphic acquisition, shall we say. I got this Blazar 1.5 anamorphic adapter. It comes with a built-in removable shoe mount. It can also be mounted by the threads, but none of these lenses for the Snyder lenses for the Arri have filter threads. They have threads, but they're not they're too fine. They're not common filter threads. The Arri has a matte box that mounts to this area here. There's a cold shoe looking device right here on the front of the camera. So I made this adapter, and it's made out of a 15mm rod adapter, a cold shoe threaded adapter. Let me put this light down for a second. This cold shoe adapter that screws in and has cinch nuts on both sides. So here's a 15mm rail adapter, and I use those on my Bolexes also. I have it mounted what would be considered upside down, but for the Arri, this is the way they configured it, with the where you would mount the matte box to the top here. So that's where the rails would have to go. There's really no space on the bottom to mount a rail system unless you use a undermount type system, and it won't line up with the center line of the lens without some, engineering involved. So this is the the easiest configuration I could come up with. So here's another, this is basically a lens rest for a zoom lens in the 15mm format. And I removed the foot from it, the V-shaped foot, and then I screwed the Blazar foot that came with the lens on with the screw that I removed. And so that's a pretty solid, that's not going anywhere. I don't see any issues with it. I'm going to use a follow focus device mounted here, and I may use a powered one, or I may just use I'll probably just use a manual one. I really don't want to be manually turning the lens because it could jar this whole thing out of whack. So I think an electronic one is the best bet. Anyway, I'm going to shoot some tests with it. I've shot the Sirui, I don't know how you say that either, but with the Arri on my other Arri S, I have two of these cameras. This is the older version, and I have a more modern version of the same camera that has the newer style. This is the Zeiss derived viewfinder system. It has the newer Arri type viewfinder, but either one, they're great cameras. I don't, I wouldn't turn any of them down. They all have pin registration, and I have several motors for them, including a motor that's a sync motor. Let's see, that's made by Jensen. This one has been modified with a, I didn't do it, this is the way it came for me. It came with a 12 volt, actually it's just a 3-pin, excuse me. Let me get my stuff together here. A 3-pin XLR power adapter. I don't know who did that. I think the school that owned it before I got to it put that on there. And I have a brand new rubber eye cup that I designed for it and had printed in TPU, powdered TPU, and fits perfectly. This camera's in fully operational condition. The seller said it was owned by a school and had been serviced prior to selling it, and I got it for a really good price because there was no lenses or motor with it. So I got it for like 450 bucks, and it's in really good shape. Most people just were too scared to bid on these things, but I went for it and got this one anyway. So I could use this configuration on either one of my Arris, and they're both RE16S cameras, not the ST, there's no bayonet mount on this one, Arri bayonet. This is just a standard mount. So anyway, I'm going to shoot some footage with this. I may shoot it on the other camera. This is just for configuration setup. They're both the same, like I said. So all I have to do is move all this to my other camera and take the Ingenue 12 to 120 zoom off of it. Anyway, so this is pretty cool, and this solves the problem of widescreen shooting with the RE16S, along with my other anamorphic adapters, but this one is a very, I think I really like this configuration. I think it's going to be fine for what I do. I'm just an amateur and I like to shoot film, and I love these cameras. So if you like what you see, stick around and subscribe, because I have a bunch of other anamorphic lenses and adapters and everything. And go check out my other videos. Then you'll see some more just like this. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.